Stay tuned and let's check out this Marvel Legends Deadpool 2 Cable. Hello and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. Today we are taking a look at this Marvel Legends Deadpool 2 Cable, and it's still crazy to me to think that we're actually getting figures from the Deadpool movies, but since Disney has brought Fox, I guess the floodgates are open and I'm very happy about it. So obviously Deadpool has got his filthy mitts on this X-Men packaging as he's turned it red. He's got his Sharpie out, he's crossed out Nathan Summers and Rick Cable and then put Deadpool stickers on it. We've even got the +14. But yeah, we already have Josh Brolin as Thanos in our figure collection, so why not Josh Brolin as Cable, as I think this figure looks great and I can't wait to see what he looks like compared to the rest of the figures. So there he is in the front. We've got some guns, interchangeable hands and all that. Then we get a silhouette of Cable. On the back, another silhouette. No wave association or promo picture, but it's just simple, smart. I like it. And there again on the side. So without further ado, let's get Cable open. So here we have Cable out the box and first impressions are high. This guy is looking great. Really like the face sculpt. Definitely see Josh Brolin from Deadpool 2 in there. I like the scars and his eye as well. And he's very beefy. He's got like all tactical gear all over him. The cape sort of is a bit of a solid piece, but it does sit nicely and he seems to have holsters for some of the weapons as well. So as you can see on the table, he comes with a massive like tech gun, as Cable should do. He's constantly upgrading his weaponry and stuff like that. We get two upgrades for that, a pistol and some interchangeable hands. So let's zoom in, we'll check all that out and we'll check out Cable closer as well. So taking a closer look at the figure, you can see that that cape sort of nicely sits in place there. So when he's on display, it sort of looks natural, even though it's a harder plastic. But there is some nice sculpted detail in there as well. But again, it will sort of just come out over the head. So let me take that off and let's check out this head sculpt. And I do think this is a great head sculpt. Definitely see Josh Brolin in there. Hasbro are just getting better and better with this digital face printing tech. Definitely looks like Cable from the movie. I like the scars sculpted into the face as well. Gives the character some depth. Now his hair's faded a bit obvious rather than a nice clean fade, but again we can forgive that. And then on the neck you can see all this biotech just sort of creeping, taking over his body slowly. But yeah, this looks really good. So bravo, that's a very nice head sculpt. Now he's got all this tactical gear on him as well, which sort of makes him a bit thicker. As you can see, this whole harness piece is a separate piece on top of the body. The arm is very nice, but it seems like they've went a little bit lackluster with the paint. You can see the sort of chrome paint there on the cables. Get it? Cables. But on the rest of it, it's more of a grey. It would have been nicer to have it that sort of chromey colour, but I can see where maybe they've did that on purpose so you could see the difference between the cables and just the rest of the metal, maybe. But under the arm, there's no painting at all, so they've cheaped out there. So maybe some dry brushing or a bit of updated paint on the arm wouldn't go amiss. But I can forgive it, but it would have definitely made this arm stand out a whole lot better. Move around to the back, as I said, it's got like that tactical gear on this arm. These are all like sculpted in there, so none of these can come off. Maybe these are more ammo or weapons. The belt piece as well. You can even see the teddy bear, which I really like. But the paint, there could be more paint on this teddy bear as well. Seems quite plain. Seems like there's sculpted elements on there where you could have painted it up, but it's fine. It's still the teddy bear. Some more armor and stuff on his belt. And then he has some weapon storage as well, which we appreciate. So we'll look at them in a minute. Moving down to his boots. Decent, very decent. So I'm liking this a lot. And again, this separate piece of his cape will just sort of fit over his head and then just rest there, just near those sort of bullets, those giant sort of bullets for a grenade launcher or something. But yeah, this is looking good. So he does come with weapons. As I said, he comes with this giant space tech weapon, I guess. Constantly upgrading his ammunition and stuff. As you can see, it's got sort of add-ons and attachments, and that's what these come with. So you actually get two sort of attachment pieces. So this one's sort of like a grenade launcher attachment, if you will, and it just sort of plugs on there. So there's that. And then it also has this other attachment, which is more like of a shotgun sort of attachment, if you will, maybe. I'm not too sure. I'm not a gun expert, but there's both two separate attachments for this massive gun. And then he also comes with a pistol as well. So the pistol will harness in, and I always appreciate weapon storage. So there is a harness for the pistol, but my big fat hands won't let me get it in there. There you go. So there's the pistol harnessed in, and then he's also got this other bit of storage there, which is for one of the weapon upgrades. So let's try this one. So that, will that slide in? So there you go. That went in there nicely. So he managed to store a pistol and then one of the upgrades for his sort of bigger weapon. And then obviously you can get him to hold this gun, and it is trigger fingers as well. So it will look decent. There you go. So he's holding it, not a problem. And double elbows, always appreciative when you've got holding a big gun like that. But yeah, nice. So there you go, he can hold it with both hands. As I said, I've put that second gun attachment on there, and then I've got him gripping it with the metal hand. So he can hold all of his weapon accessories, but you can't get the elbow up even more so he can look into the scope without the cape getting in the way, annoyingly. So you can maybe get it to work, but it doesn't look bad. I always appreciate when you can stand a figure on the shelf holding all of his guns and weapons, and you can definitely do that with Cable. So yeah, not bad at all. Cable also comes with a pair of fisted hands, so we can punch Deadpool as well as shoot him, and we always appreciate the display options there, and these look nice enough. All black gloves and whatnot. But yeah, really liking this figure. Just a bit lackluster on the paint, but overall, very big, bulky. He can storage his guns and weapons and whatnot. But yeah, this guy's looking very, very nice, liking it a lot. So as I said, I quite like the way the cape sits when you've got him displayed like that. But for articulation, let's just take it off so we can see his range. So here he is without his cape. So we can look up a little bit, look down, bury the chin a lot better. There is an ab crunch there, but with the harness, it sort of gets in the way, so you can get him further back than you can forward. I don't see a clip or anything to take the harness off, and I'm not going to cut it off, but maybe without that, you could get him crunching forward and back a lot better. Arms, obviously, shoulders are decent. They go all the way around, all the way up to 90, double jointed elbows on both. There's a hinge on the wrist, but they go side to side, not up and down, which is a shame since Cable shoots a lot of guns. Legs, there is a waist swivel as well, of course. The belt hides it nicely. Legs go quite far out for Cable. Double jointed knees as well. Boot cut, and then a thigh cut, and then ankle pivot, of course. So yeah, not a bad range of articulation for this figure. Definitely going to be able to get him into a lot of poses you're going to want to. So yeah, no complaints from me. Cable is looking good. So moving into some comparisons, and here we have our movie Cable compared to both of the recent Hasbro Cables. And I like this movie Cable, as to me, it's sort of amalgamation of both the classic Cable and then the more modern Cable, but mashed together and turned into movie form, and we get this Josh Brolin Cable in the middle, as it sort of has that militant vibe but more stripped back, not as big and bulky as this guy, but he's still holding a lot of equipment there. So I like it. So I've not opened up my movie Deadpool just yet. So in the meantime, here we have two comic book Deadpools compared to Cable, and still looks good. But let's be honest, we need that movie Deadpool next review. Now I have opened up and reviewed Domino here on the channel, and these two look great together. Now my mind's eye of Cable should probably be a little bit taller, but maybe it's Domino's afro that's putting me off, because he does stand at about the same height of Domino, even with that massive head of hair. So maybe it is accurate. I'd have to go back and look at screenshots or whatever, but maybe Cable should be a little bit bigger in my mind, but still, they look great together undoubtedly, and I'm very happy we've got figures from this movie. So, final thoughts, I am very happy with this Cable figure. I know I keep saying it, but it's still crazy to me that we're getting official Marvel Legends from the Deadpool franchise, but I guess that's what happens when Disney buys Fox. So I'm looking forward to getting Deadpool open so I can have the whole squad on my display in my collection. So look out for a Deadpool review on the channel, probably next up. But you let me know what you think in the comments below of this Cable figure. I think the Josh Brolin head sculpt looks great, a little bit lackluster on the paint, but overall the figure is solid. So always curious to hear your thoughts, but you know what to do. You want to hear the channel grow, I'll see the channel grow, then you can hit that subscribe button. Much appreciated. If you're in a position to support the channel that a little bit more, you can on Patreon, links in the description as always. But until then, people, my name is Dan W, and I will of course see you on the next one.